talk to you about my art again, more or less. Um, let's see if I'm live. 1 second. Yes, it seemed to be working. Sorry, I was gesturing to the camera so the camera can follow me. Uh, Seems working just fine. If you can hear the sound, like a water kind of sound, that's coffee brewing right now. So, okay. Well, hopefully everything is just fine with the camera. I can't really check it right now. I need to get better with those things. Have to be able to see the preview of it. But I think it's just looking fine. My only worry is always about the sound and whether you can actually see me. So whether you see a full face and you just don't see like something cut from here. But I think I'm just fine. I just did a morning video for my art class for my Polish YouTube about my upcoming art class today for seniors, and I've been preparing the materials I have to bring with me to the class, and just now cleaning up a little bit of studio. This is something I have to put away. Um, for the next future classes that I'm going to um, perform, I guess. And then, meanwhile, I'll just focus on something else. I'm brewing a coffee right now because you know what's the most important thing when you come to the studio? The first and the most important is coffee. Without coffee, you can't really start the day, you know? I remember there was a time. Um, I remember there was a time in Dresden Academy of Arts when I got my scholarship for 1 year. I remember upon arriving to Dresden, I decided to stop drinking coffee for a couple weeks, and I think it was like 3 weeks without coffee at all. And I remember I was very tired. I was working extended hours in the studio between Manchester and Dresden, and shipping a lot, and a lot has happened during that time for me. And I remember I stopped drinking the coffee, and I saw immediate change too, because I dropped immediately on weight. And then the first week is very difficult without coffee. Then the second week, you kind of think like, well, I can go by without it. And the third week, it feels like you know, you think clearer, you have more energy, even if you don't drink coffee. So it's a very interesting thing that we think we need a coffee to survive, but maybe at the end we don't need it that much as we think that we need. So, all right. Okay, well, since I have a little bit of a time with you, I think I'm going to paint a little bit. Paint a little bit while my other things getting ready. That includes coffee, and that also includes things I have to charge for my class. So I'm going to do that. I was showing earlier in the video. I made this checklist for my art classes. So each time when I pack for the class. I have this checklist I go through, so I know that I don't forget things. It could be very useful. Um, okay, I have to clean up that space a little bit before I start painting. I need to put the hammer away. Those are the things that always, stay on the table even if I don't need them that much. So I'm going to move my glass palette from one corner of the table to another. How do I do that? You know what? Actually, it might be easier to just, let's see. It might be easier to just turn the table around rather than move that palette. I'm going to do that. Now that I have a wheels on my table, that's like nothing. It's easy. I'll just pull the table and that's it. And an entire section of the palette is in the right corner of the studio. All right, I'm going to park a car shortly, but not yet. I'm going to wait a couple more hours. I have to charge the amplifier, make sure that I have a couple other things on the list I have to check, including the tripod that I'm using right now. So those are the things I have to make sure I have with me. So, yeah. Again, I've been accumulating quite a bit things on the table, like including this thing that I used actually to open one of the paint tubes, because it dry out so quickly on the top that I was not able to open it just with my hand. So I had to use a little bit of tool power to do so. So yeah, I think that belongs here. So I'm going to put it there. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know. Is it for glasses? That might be actually for glasses. I don't know. Is it? I mean, this is for glasses for sure. I'm going to put it here. I didn't know that I have it. And again, I'm just piling up things over there. So actually, I guess that's the nature of the art studio. There are things that always will be accumulated on the table. There is a time that I decide to clean those things as well. I haven't been able to do much painting yesterday. I was most of the day out of the studio, and finally, when I had a time around 4 p.m., I could have come here, but then I called my wife and she asked me if I can pick up my daughter from school on Thursdays. Usually, kind of, we decide who can pick her up. So yesterday she couldn't do it, so I couldn't come here because I would have to drive from other corner of the city here, which would take me probably an hour. So instead, I went home and took a little break and then went to pick up my daughter from school. and that made more sense than coming here. Uh, but therefore, I was not able to do anything in the studio. But I was able to go to the gym in the evening. Um, I'm trying to go to gym at least 5 days a week, which is very important for me because I think it's important for everybody. It's important because I'm 41 and I read somewhere in article that when age between people aged between 40 and 45, if they obese in a way, or if they overweight, or if they have any problems like health wise, um, getting back on track with your weight, muscles, strength, and also all kinds of other health possible health issues, or um, doing anything that will prevent those issues in the future is very important. And number one factor for the muscles, weight loss, or anything else, I guess, is dieting, keeping up with calories, which I have been doing for the last 2 months. My last month is more about maintenance rather than deficit, but I'm trying not to go over 2000 calories a day, which previously, before that, I didn't really pay attention. I kind of felt, if I felt hungry, I was just eating. Now I'm just conscious about it, so I try to manipulate my meals and amount of calories I consume during the day. So I leave most of the calories for the evening. When I come back from gym, that is the time when I kind of eat uh, as much as I maybe want within the range of the calories. But I still eat during the day, but just those meals are a bit more controlled and less. And so anyway, going back to the topic, between the age 40 and 45 is the last time to take care of your muscles. After that period or age of time, timeline, whatever. After that age, 45, um, muscles apparently kind of disappear much quicker, and it's much harder to maintain it. So it's better to take care of it now and then maintain it than trying to fix something when I'm 50, right? And I had that moment that my stomach was start sticking out, and then my t-shirt was becoming tight. So in the morning when I was putting it, I was just like stretching it, so it's kind of loose. But now I don't have that issue, so it's good, and I feel better. I feel like I have more energy. And then I was never like a gym bro or anything like that. But now that I go almost every day, it feels good, feels very relaxing. Sometimes when I go there, I listen to some podcasts and stuff like that. But I also often go there and I just work out and don't think about listening of anything to anyone on the podcast or whatever. And I think that that's important too. Did the camera just stop? Let's see. Can you read this? Oh, I think it stopped. Well, anyway, maybe I'll put this away and then I can fix it. Let's try again. There you go. The camera is very interesting. When you make some gestures, then the camera stops, and then you can activate that movement of the camera again with another different gesture. So that's what I just did. Yeah, I have a coffee, and I have this coffee mug for the last, I think 5 years. It's been 5 years. It's done made by this company here, and it's a very high quality product apparently, and it is because it lasted for that long. But this morning, finally, the bottom of it came out, and I'm kind of just thinking like, well, maybe it's time for a new one. So yeah, that's the I like to have things that last long. I'm very simple. I don't know if you can tell, but I always wear black. I have only black t-shirts, black trousers, long or short, and they're all the same. So I always buy the same brand, um, the same color. So I exactly know what I wear when I get up in the morning. It's easy choice. I don't have to think about it. I just put it on and then leave the studio. So I'm just trying to get the coffee right now going. So hold on a second. So again, the camera stacked for a moment, but not not for too long, I guess. Here's the milk. I drink the milk. I like a black coffee, but lately I've been enjoying coffee with milk. So okay. Okay, I guess I'm ready to do some painting finally. At least maybe for another 45 minutes, and then I have to switch to other tasks that are waiting my studio time. Um, I've been using this. Sorry, we stacked again in one spot. There it is. I've been using this metal tin for painting, for watercolors and acrylics. I mean, the reason why it's painted gray, dark gray, because I used this can for my art classes that I had here in the studio months ago, and I uh, I was looking for additional can I can use for my painting, and I realized coming here next day when I was using the can that it gets rust in it, so oxidides with the water, maybe because of the paints I'm using too, maybe, I don't know. So I can't use it anymore. It's just not good. But I guess I'll keep it just in case I might have a better use for it. Um, you know, in the studio. So yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's it in terms of my morning update from the studio. I'm not going to uh, talk too much about nothing. I think it's just important that I connect with you. That's it. Um, my amplifier is still charging. Maybe I'll show you. So when I have an art class with my um, seniors or whatever, whoever, then I use sometimes, not often, but sometimes this microphone, and then I plug in the amplifier. And when I talk, it's a little bit louder so they can hear me better. It doesn't always work perfectly because the thing I bought and I have here, it's made in China, so I didn't do much research about it before I bought it. They are more expensive ones, but first I didn't know really if it's going to be a good thing, so I bought something a little bit cheaper just to check. But now that I know that it's gonna work and it will be very practical, I'm going to maybe at some point invest in a better one. I don't know. And then use this one for some other purposes. But it's very useful. I can connect it with the Bluetooth and use it with my phone as a um, extender of the voice, things like that. This week I posted small paintings that I did a while ago. I'm going to show you again. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to move a camera up. So those are the one I'm talking about. And I posted them on Instagram a while ago, a couple days ago. If you want, you can go and check. They're ready. And that would be it for the day. Thank you so much. Sorry I didn't have a great topic to talk about, but it's just important to be in the studio and just connect on various levels with the audience. At least you can see my messy table and then unfinished paintings that I'm going to finish someday, soon, very soon. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share video, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow in the morning, but not early morning because I have one thing I have to take care of in the morning before I get here. But I'll be here. So see you next time. Bye.